Hello, Tarot viewers. Welcome to our timeless oracle reading. And our oracle card for today belongs to the Starseed Oracle guidebook. Okay, this is the guidebook. Okay, it is by Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is by Danielle Noel. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear the bells ringing? It's the bell of one of those churches, no, where it's now ringing, and there's a certain beauty in it, like a music that diffuses through the nearby houses. No, it's you can hear. Can you hear that? It's beautiful, no? Yeah, and it takes some time. No, I was waiting a little bit. I was hoping to. I was hoping to start the reading without the bells, but then I realized there's a certain beauty in listening to it while reading also. Now, when you look at the card here, the card right now is entitled To Wait. Okay. It is not yet time. Things are being woven. And you know what? When you look at the handbook, it's very nice the way they printed it in the handbook. It says here, you see, there's a blank space here, and it is written here, the details are being woven. Okay, so you see, even in the handbook, they place a space, no? It's like when you wait, no, there's a space in time that is sort of like set empty. You know how it is when you are waiting for something that you consider very important in your life. And for example, you came in very early, and then that, for example, is a person who's very important to you, and you came in early. Usually we would come in early if we value the person, no? And we wait for that person, and for we didn't mind that space of time that you wait for the person, because you know that at the end of that wait there is something precious that awaits you. Okay, there's something precious that is coming to you. It's the same also when you would like to watch a brilliant sunset. You would bring yourself in a very good spot where you will see the brilliance of the sunset, and you wait. You sit down and wait. If you would like to see a brilliant sunrise, you wake up early in the morning when it's still dark, and then you choose a very good spot where you will see the sunrise, and then you sit down and you wait. And there is that space and time where you are just waiting, anticipating that time. It's like also the beautiful things in life, especially those gifts coming from the divine. We need to wait. For example, when you undergo that spiritual ascension or spiritual transformation, it doesn't immediately come to us. It's not like the usual thing that we have instant coffee, instant drink. No, things are faster right now. No, yes, usually they come very fast, but we every once in a while we long for the traditional one, wherein you have to wait. The process of waiting is also part of the experience. It's like we are so very much in a hurry, we are trying to catch up with the future, that we fail to live in the present moment. When actually, the waiting part is actually part of the experience, and it's something that we need to savor because it will not come back again. So sometimes you are waiting and there is somebody beside you, and then you start talking with that person as you wait together, and then later on you realize that the waiting moment became more important than the event that you were waiting for, because you get to know the person even deeper. So sometimes the wait also teaches us to live the present moment. And actually, that is what we are meant to, what we are called to do in this present lifetime, which is to live the present moment. What we do in the present moment will determine the future that we have. But oftentimes, our present moment is being robbed by thoughts of the past, the things that we should have done better, or thoughts of the future, the things that we are still yet to see. But when you look at it, it's the present moment that is really very important for us. That moment when you sit down and just you listen to the church bells. That moment that you sit down right now and listen to this tarot reading. That moment where you are sitting right now, enjoying your pet or your children or your loved one. this is what is very important. Oftentimes, we are robbed of the present moment. We think too much of the future. Like, for example, if it is a quality time for yourself or quality time with your loved ones, sometimes it is robbed by thoughts of the future. So sometimes the waiting moment is very, very important also. It's not only the gift that will be coming, but also the gift of the waiting that we need to cherish. When you look at this picture, you see this lady. It's as if she is at the portal of the universe, the portal of the cosmos. They say that the portal to our inner world, or the portal to the communication with the universe or the divine or God, is within our heart. Our heart is one of those portals wherein we get to have that encounter with the divine. And we wait for that moment of the divine, when the divine would decide to appear and touch our heart. And so it's a moment of waiting. Oftentimes we would go into contemplation and meditation. You go to your quiet spot, you spend a me time every day. You just stay there as if waiting for nothing. So usually it's like that, no? It's waiting, waiting, waiting. And then suddenly, when you least expect it, suddenly the touch of the divine comes. And suddenly everything is turned into brilliant colors, brilliant wonders, just like the sunrises and the sunset. But then again, when you look at it, the moment of waiting, every day when you spend that moment of going into your silence and listening, it is also an experience that we can cherish, because it will teach us how to use our intuition. We learn to trust the first thoughts that come to us. We learn to trust the ideas that goes into our heart, in our mind, in our spirit, even when when sometimes our logical mind would doubt it. It's learning. It's in the process of learning. The waiting moment is also the school of life from which we learn more how to be more intuitive. The waiting moment is that class that the universe is giving us in order to learn to be more intuitive. So wait, learn to wait, and it is the process of waiting that we need to cherish. I feel the card is inviting us to learn to cherish the waiting moment. And yes, anticipate. It's nice also, you enjoy the feeling of anticipation also, that excitement, no? And then suddenly when you see the person, you're already very happy. But when you realize you will not be very happy if you didn't wait. Okay, and so the process of waiting is also part of it, part of the experience. Now let us try to read from the handbook that accompanies this one to gain more insights regarding wait. Okay. So, it is not yet time. Things are being woven. In our fast, loud, reactive, comparative world, where an instant response is so often expected, and at times even a currency as in money, okay. Okay, you see that? It can feel almost impossible to take a breath, let alone give ourselves the space to rest, wait, and reset. We are so often in overdrive, expecting instantaneous results over and over again. And when guidance does not come at these extreme speeds, it can feel as though something is wrong, or something's gone wrong. But often, not receiving guidance is guidance in itself. When you ask for guidance and do not receive it, it can often mean wait. It is not yet time. The details are being woven. So this is the space. The details are being woven. Our challenge is to keep trusting when, on the surface, it appears that nothing is happening. To remember that no matter how long or bitter the winter, spring does always come. To remember that you do not need to solve all of the world's problems in a single day, and that perhaps they will all be better solved with some perspective and a good night's sleep. This card is your permission to sleep, to slow down, Sleep is SLIP. Okay. To sleep, to slow down, switch off, and rest. You are being reminded to have patience and to trust the mystery of life. To trust that things are being woven on your behalf. It may not be happening to the timeline you would like, but if you gather up the patience, it will be orchestrated better than you can ever imagine. The greatest things in life oftentimes take time. And when you are patient to wait for it, then you will receive a higher quality of product or a higher quality of gift. Now, Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? Okay. Now, this is very interesting. I just would like to end with a short phrase that when I was still a small kid, my mother has placed in our comfort room. So when you are there in the comfort room waiting, okay, I always look at that phrase or that poster, and you know the message that is in that poster. It says, "Endurance is a mighty charm, and patience brings many good things." The picture in that poster is that of the Grand Canyon. And the Grand Canyon was built with many, many centuries, millions of centuries. It took millions of centuries or billions of centuries maybe to get the Grand Canyon created to what it is now. And people, they go there and they marvel at the beauty. But it took millions of years in order for that to come into reality. So sometimes, if you would like to really cherish the most beautiful things in life, endurance is a mighty charm and patience brings many good things. In order to avoid the energy of impatience, enjoy the moment of waiting as already part of the gift that we are about to receive. The waiting moment is part of that gift. It's like the opening of the wrapping of a gift that you are going to receive is also part of the enjoying of the gift that you will finally see when you open the wrapping. Well, I hope you were able to benefit from this reading, and I wish you always the best in life. And I look forward to seeing you again in our next reading. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.